You said with a straight face? Listen, the internet is a scary place, okay? But yeah, we about to get into these messages. I'm not on no time limit, so we just want to go with the flow. Whatever comes out, comes out. However long we on here is however long we on here. We just want to just flow freely today, okay? I'll be mixing these card messages with channel messages. Of course, take what resonates only and leave the rest. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it's not for you, keep it pushing, okay? This will be posted on YouTube, so this is a timeless message, meaning if you see it at a later date, or if you're in the future right now, you're watching a playback, and then this could be for you, okay? So, again, I don't really know exactly what Spirit has for us. I was just told to hop on here, and I was told what specific card decks to pull out and use. So that's what we're doing. We're going to start with our spiritual enlightenment cards. And then we're going to flow from there. Okay. Real quick before I start, I do have specials going on. I have a 4-week mentorship special for 30 days. For $30 off. Okay. So originally my 4-week mentorship is $125. For this week only, it is going to be $95, okay? And then I also have reading specials. I have 10-minute readings for $38, which is a steal, because I don't never do readings. I love. And then I have 5-minute readings still for $25 for those who are interested. I also have 1-hour consultations right now for $45, okay? So if you're interested in any of those, feel free to email me, feel free to inbox me, feel free to message me, whatever, and I'll get you the information to book. Also, this is a gift appreciated space, so if you are enjoying the vibes, if you enjoy the reading, if whatever I'm saying is resonating, feel free to gift. It is a way of showing your appreciation for the space. No gift too small, no gift too big. It is all appreciated. All right, so let's get into this message. Again, I have no idea what Spirit wants us to go into today. However, I keep thinking about the word hoodoo. Okay, so some of you guys could be getting deeper into hoodoo, getting deeper into your power, working your magic. We talked a little bit about glamour magic on the last live that we did. And glamour magic is not just for women, okay? Let me just put that out there. A lot of people think when you hear glamour, that just means the girls. No, glamour magic is for anybody, okay? And there's so many different ways to do glamour magic, okay? For my women, you know, when you do your makeup routine, talk to your products. Tell your products what you want them to do for you, or thank them in advance for whatever it is that you want them to do for you. When you do your hair, for my men and women, talk to your comb, talk to your brush, talk to your hair care products, the grease, the oils, the foams, the moisturizers, whatever. Talk to it. When you put your clothes on, talk to them clothes. You know what I'm saying? When you do your nails, talk to them nails. Not a commercial in the middle of my damn thing. Geico. The fuck? All of it. When you put your jewelry on, talk to your jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Glamour magic is just you invoking the energies and the things that you're using to help with your collective appearance and energy. So it's not just the outside that we are transforming through our intentions and our consciousness, but it's also our energy, INNER, the energy that we're putting out, that is also transforming the way that we appear to the collective and people outside of ourselves, okay? So glamour magic is big right now, especially because we're in Taurus season. So Taurus is all about beauty. So this is the perfect season to start this process. This is the perfect season to get more into it and to have actual success from doing it. Okay, so I want to start by saying that. I also, like I said, hoodoo is coming to the forefront as well. If you have been thinking about getting more serious in your hoodoo, I suggest you do so. Okay, I think it's a brilliant idea. Remember, you have to be of a Black American, Black Indigenous American descent. Not African American, not African, not none of that. Okay, you need a Black American ass parent in order for this to be what it is. Okay, it is a closed practice. All right, so treat it as such. Be respectful. But I do feel like a lot of you guys are stepping more into your magic. I'm hearing hoodoo specifically, but if you are not Black American, whatever your specific practice is, this still could resonate for you. Just getting deeper into it, right? Building a better relationship with yourself, with your spirit team, with your guides, with your own magic, or your Ori, as they call it in Ifa, which is the higher self or the soul, right? Deepening that bond, deepening that relationship. I do also feel like intuition has been super heavy over the last couple of days. Like and we talked about this a little bit on the other live, like, you know, just thinking certain things and then it just happens. You know what I'm saying? Just certain things cross your mind and then boom, it's right there. Or certain people cross your mind and boom, they on your phone. Or, you know, just little things that are quickly coming into fruition, right? From your headspace and then manifesting into the physical. So that's another sign. 9/11 has been a number I keep saying. 9/11, 7/11, 9/19, 8/08, 11/11, 1/11, 1/2/3/4. What else have I been seeing? 6/15. 10/10. Those have been the main ones that I've been seeing a lot lately. So those could resonate as well. Alright. Alright, let's see what's here. We just gonna go in blindly. Let's see what Spirit is saying. Let's get 2 cards from this deck. Earth Star activation, anchoring, grounded action, and Isis energy. Okay? Earth Star activation. Alright? There's definitely a need to, if you're not already grounded, to make sure that you are grounding. There's a lot going on right now. As far as the astral realm is concerned, as far as the spiritual realm is concerned, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of changes, there's a lot of opportunities and events that are happening, right? And because of that, we need to make sure that we are grounded. Grounding is basically having something to hold on to in the midst of your progression or your process or your journey, right? So whether you ground by journaling, whether you ground by meditation, whether you ground by being in nature or spending time with nature, whether you ground by doing your shadow work, whether you ground by affirmations or having self-talks or whatever works for you, right? Making sure that you are holding on to something. It's reminding me of that gospel song, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree planted by the water, I shall not be moved. That's what grounding energy gives me, right? It's having something that you're holding on to so that no matter what happens, no matter what you're going through, no matter how life is lifing, right? You are still, you know, holding on to something. And it's keeping you from losing your mind, going crazy, overthinking, doing the most, okay? Psalms could definitely be significant because not only is, did somebody put Psalms over here in the chat, but somebody over here's name is Psalmist. So Psalms, the book of Psalms could definitely be significant because literally those popped up at the same time. I also feel like a lot of you guys are being activated. I feel like this is a season and this is a year of activation. This isn't anything that's just going to happen like overnight or within a couple of days. I feel like there's a lot of different experiences that lead to this overall activation that a lot of y'all are going to go through, or that a lot of you are already going through. Thank you so much, my love. It's going to be very important that your outlook on the rest of the year is positive. You know what I'm saying? That your outlook on the rest of your journey, specifically for this year, isn't negative at all. Because there's so many things that are going to be happening that are outside of your comfort zone. And y'all know sometimes we can take things that are not normal for us and turn that into a reason of why things are going bad, or, you know, why we should give up or abort mission or something. That's not what you need to be doing, right? For this year, anything that is new, any environment that is new, any experience that is new needs to be confirmation to you that you are doing the right thing and that you're on the right path. Now, if things start repeating, okay, then I'm going to need you to be a little like, hold the fuck up, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to need you to say, okay, something not right, let me readjust. Okay? As long as things are new, as long as things are, you know, completely outside of what you're used to, outside of what you've known, outside of what you've experienced before, then you're doing the right thing. Okay? Now, there will be people, of course, as you're going through this process, that will try to convince you that maybe you need to switch course or do something different, or try to put their fears on you because you're doing something that may be out of the box or out of the norm. There will be people that may try to talk you out of it, or make you look at it the way that they're looking at it, or try to suggest things to you that kind of pull you away from what you're already doing, or where you're being led. I'm going to need y'all to lock the fuck in. Okay? I'm going to need you to lock in. Don't listen to these people. Don't allow them into your conscious space. Don't allow them into your head space. Kind of block that shit out as much as you can. If it requires you to take a step back from some of these people because of the negativity, do what you need to do. If it requires you to distance yourself, thank you, my love, do what you need to do. Okay? Because the point is not to be a people pleaser or to make people comfortable with the way that you're living your life. The point is for you to start operating in intuition and in alignment through intuition. So that's going to, you know, everybody's not going to agree or see it the way you see it, or agree, you know, with the way that you want to do things, or even like what you're doing. Yeah, look at this. Gaia Gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. So that's confirmation. Y'all are for sure being activated. There's a lot of activation. Thank you for the gifts coming through wisdom. Now, we know wisdom is what? Applied knowledge. So a lot of this shit you already know. When I say you already know it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you learned it through this lifetime. A lot of this is in your DNA. A lot of this is in your makeup, right? And who you are as a being, right? So this is stuff that you've known maybe for a very long time, for millenniums, right? Because we know this is not our first rodeo. Most of us are not new spirits. We done been here, done this. We not new to this. We true to this. Okay? You know what I'm saying? This is not, it ain't that, right? So there's a lot of wisdom, or a lot of knowledge, I'm going to say, that a lot of y'all have been holding on to internally, that it's time to turn into wisdom, right? Knowledge is just to know. It's not to use it. It's not to, you know what I'm saying, experience with it. It's just to know something, right? So y'all know a lot of different things, right? But now it's time to apply the things that you know, therefore transmitting it or transferring it into wisdom. Okay? Nature is also going to be very helpful around this time as well. There's something specific here about water and trees. Okay? It's almost like an exchange of information from the waters or from the trees to you. Grass could also be significant as well, I'm seeing. So some of y'all definitely, if you've been feeling the need to spend some more time in nature, let this be your confirmation, okay? The Great Gathering is all coming together, intuitive hits, and soul tribe, okay? So I'm hearing you won't be alone for a lot of this, right? Now, isolation is required at certain stages. So we understand that, okay? You're not going to have people around you 24/7. You're not going to have people in your space 24/7. You're not going to be around people 24/7. You know, people are not going to, you know, be side by side with you as you're making all of these different transitions and all of that 24/7. No, right? So I don't want anybody to think that. There will be moments of isolation where you just need you. You just need to lock in with you. You just need to tap in with you. You just need you, and that's it. Okay? But then there will also be moments for you to share. There will also be moments for you to be connected to other souls who are also on the same path as you, or who are making a conscious effort, you know, to align the same way you're making a conscious effort to align. Okay? So it's going to be, I don't want to say 50-50, because it may not be 50-50 for everybody. For some people, it may be, you know, 60-40. For some people, it may be 30-70. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on you, your journey, and what you need. Okay? So in those moments where you feel the need to isolate. Don't let nobody try to convince you that it's wrong, or that, you know, you need to be more open, or, you know, you're not talking to people, or blah, 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 and whatever, okay? Listen, isolate, okay? Period. If you feel the need to take a step back, take a step back. If you feel the need to be by yourself, be by yourself. It is what it is. And then in those moments where you feel pushed to be around people, right? Because this is the thing. A lot of the opportunities or experiences that we have this year will be shared, or there will be people who are aligned with us to either help us get to those things, to give us like the missing piece that we need. It's almost like when you're what is those little races that they used to do? I don't know if it was the Great American Race or something they used to do back in the day. It used to be on TV. And it would be these teams. And they would have these different stations throughout the city. And each team had to go move throughout the city and pick up these different things that led to something else. And they go to this place and they give them a key. And then they got to go over here and unlock the thing. And then they get something else from over here. And then they go over there and get the next thing. And it just kind of moves like that. That's what this year looks like. Right? Different places. Amazing race. Thank you, Corey. Hey, Corey. Different places that you go will hold different things for you to take to continue on with your journey. So you never know who those people are that hold that next thing. You never know the environments that house that next thing. You never know the situations or the opportunities that will bring you that next thing. You have no idea, which is why you need to keep your energy as open as possible. Okay? Keep your energy as open as possible. Don't be out here trying to regulate things based on what you think in your big ass head. You didn't get the notification? I don't know what's going on with these apps and these notifications lately, because some people on TikTok say that they don't get them. They got to get on to see that I'm live. I don't know. If I could fix it, I would, but I don't know. But yeah, don't try to regulate this thing based on what you think in your head. This is not a time for you to be doing the most when it comes to thinking. All right, you got spirits that's doing that shit for you. You got, it's like somebody has mapped this out for you, and your only responsibility is to follow the damn map. Okay, I'm hearing X marks the spot, right? And y'all know how, like, when you're following a map and you're trying to get to X, right? You're trying to get to that specific place. I got a notification. I got the message from the chat, but I didn't get notification. That's so weird. I don't know, y'all. I have no idea. But thank y'all for showing up anyway. I appreciate it. But yeah, you know, when you following the map to find X to get to the treasure or whatever the case is, you have to follow the fucking map. You can't just create your own shit and be like, you know what? I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do this how I want. I'm going to show up how I want. I'm going to take the turns that I want. You can't do that. You got to follow the damn map. If it say you got to go over that bridge, you got to go over that bridge. If it say you got to go through the mountains, you got to go through the mountains. Do you want to get to where you're trying to go or not? Because if you do, that's the only way to do it, right? That's how this looks. It's giving, like, you know, there's a map. There's a specific way to get to the things that you want. And this is the most efficient way. That's the thing, right? I'm seeing, y'all know on Emperor's New Groove, when they got the little map, and they going through the map and shit, and, you know, at different places on the map, it's like, it's a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? They gotta go over that little bridge, and they had to go through the rain and the mountains, and, you know, all of this different stuff that just looked absolutely insane. But when they finally got to where they needed to go, they didn't give a fuck about all that shit that they went through, and how they had to go through all of them damn twists and turns. They were just happy to be where they was at. And that's what this is giving. But I also feel like, because I think Play was at the bottom of this deck. Yeah. I also feel like this is going to be an enjoyable, an enjoyable process. It's not going to feel as up and down, round and round roller coaster as some of y'all may think. It's going to be a lot more enjoyable than you imagine, right? Or than you're kind of telling yourself. A lot of times, because it's something out of our comfort zone, we automatically go to assuming, like, this is going to be the worst shit ever. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be fucked up. It's just going to be horrible. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. You kind of create this energy around it, even before you've had an opportunity to experience it, right? And that's just not what this is. Now, it will be less enjoyable if you go around with that mentality. But if you keep your mind, like I said before, positive as possible, tapping in with, you know, your spirit team, meditations, affirmations, journaling, processing traumas, doing your shadow work, you know, your glamour magic, talking highly to yourself, speaking highly about your path, blah, 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 blah. If you're doing all of the things to stay in a positive energy, then you will stay in a positive energy. But if you're being negative, then, I mean, what you think gonna happen? All right? So this is one of the decks specifically that Spirit was screaming to me to use, honestly, since the weekend. But I didn't get permission to do the live yet until today. So let's see why they wanted me to use this deck so bad. First of all, this is a beautiful deck. I haven't used this in a while. But it's always just so pretty. So we have the Knight of Cups as the first card out. And I definitely feel like this is a lot of you guys right now, you know, very excited, very willing, ready, and able, but also very fucking nervous. You know what I'm saying? Okay, good. Very, very nervous, very almost hesitant a little bit. but pushing through, right? I feel like a lot of you guys have been really pushing yourself beyond what you normally do lately. Like, it's almost like you just got this fuck it type of energy. Like, you know how people say, if I die, I die. That's kind of like the energy. It's like, if it all goes to shit, it all goes to shit. But I can no longer sit here in this energy and, you know, not do anything. I can no longer sit on my hands and not move. I can no longer, you know, deal with things the way that I've been dealing with them, or keep experiencing the same shit over and over. So it's almost like it's better for me to just go for it and everything goes to shit, versus me just sit here and things continue to be the way that they are. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. If it works out, amazing. If it don't, amazing. I don't even fucking care. Right? I also feel like there's an emotional connection that some of you guys have to whatever this future result is. Meaning you can feel it, right? On an emotional level, it's like you can feel it. Like you're connected to something that you may not have identified yet, and you may not have even experienced it yet, but you feel this connection to your future that is like undescribable. It's almost like something is pulling you from the future to align the way that you're aligning, or to do some of the specific things that you're doing. It's like, you know, drawing you out type of thing. Very, very enticing. I'm the way that I'm getting it is almost like a siren. You know how like a siren sings their song and it kind of like captivates the person so much. They may not know where the voice is coming from. They may not know what the hell is going on, but they're so captivated that they gotta see. I gotta figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's giving. Some of you could have a siren ancestry. Something along those lines. Or just have a very strong spiritual connection to water. For sure. I'm also hearing something about oils. Either you just made a oil or something like that. Something here about oil is significant. I don't know if you just made like a protection oil or money oil, or shit, it could be hair oil. It could be something here about oil is significant as well. That's for who it's for. Water is definitely significant. I'm also hearing your tears watered. I'm hearing watered the way. Okay, so there's something here significant about the tears that you've cried, the emotions that you've had, even your frustration with this process, with how long it's been taking, with the ups and downs of it all. It's all been watering the path that you're taking at this moment. It's been like highlighting it in a way. Yeah. So all of those things had significance. A lot of y'all may have been thinking like a lot of the things that you have been going through or experiencing were just insignificant. It didn't mean anything. It was pointless. It was this, it was that. Trust me, it was significant. Every tear you cried was significant. Yeah, look at this. We got the Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, okay? So not only, you know, are you guys going to have the things that you want, okay? Not only will things work out successfully for you, but you're also going to have options to choose from. It's not going to be just like one thing. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to have options in different areas, whether this is job options. I'm also hearing whether this is like salary options. Some of you guys are going to be able to choose your salary or pick exactly what you want to be making. Some of you guys are going to have 2 different jobs that you can choose from in 2 different areas or 2 different positions, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing 2 different hospitals for some, or 2 different offices or something along those lines. Okay, you're going to have options, right? Even in regards to love, some of you guys may have options, right? It's almost like you're walking into, I want to say like Noah's Ark, right? Because you know Noah's Ark, they had 2 of everything, right? 2 horses, 2 camel, 2 ducks, 2 whatever, okay? Whatever. You had the options, right? You had 2 of everything. That's kind of what this is giving. With these 2 options, there's no real bad option because they both kind of lead to good things. They may not lead to the same things, but they both lead to good things, right? So it's almost like regardless of what you choose, you're still going to be in a good space. Like that type of energy, which is difficult. That's a difficult place to achieve or to get to, right? Because usually it's one or the other. You either do this and you get this type of result, or you do this and you get that type of result. One is good, one is bad, right? But this is not how this is coming across. This is coming across as no matter what you choose, okay, no matter what direction you go in, you can't really choose anything bad because they both will be beneficial to you in some type of way, shape, or form, okay? But the way that you get to this specific road where these options are is going to be intuitive based. And this is why Spirit is really trying to get y'all to really listen and tap into your intuition. Because you don't want to get, take the wrong road and then the 2 options you get both shitty. You know what I'm saying? Or you stuck with those, one option is good, one option is bad. There's still a specific path that needs to be taken in order for you to get to this place where you have 2 abundant possibilities rather than one possible, okay, and the other one is just ass. All right. Aquariums could be significant as well. We have the 5 of Cups coming out. Heavy water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You can have these placements somewhere. Yeah, we have the 5 of Cups, and then we have the 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do feel like with the 5 of Cups, there were definitely some changes, and there were some changes, and there are some changes that need to be made, and you're going to have to make a decision between these 2 things, whether you go with the change or whether you keep doing the same shit. That's a decision. But these are not easy decisions to be made. And what I mean by that is it may result in you walking away from somebody, something. It may result in you taking a complete new course of action that knocks you out of your comfort zone. And just, sometimes being uncomfortable is enough for us to be like, this shit sucks. You know what I'm saying? Because we're a little spoiled. We want everything to be comfortable and everything to be like la 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 la. But that's just not reality, right? Sometimes we're hit with decisions that we have to make and put in places that we're just not used to them, right? And we almost have to learn as we go. So that's this type of thing, right? Some of you guys could have already made this specific decision. Some of you guys will be making this specific decision. For some of you, this is a mental thing, especially because we got air energy here. And for some of you guys, it's an emotional thing with this cup energy here, with water sign energy, okay? For some of y'all, it's both. It's trying to find that balance between the mental and the emotional, right? My mind is telling me no, but my body type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, kind of like that stuck between a rock and a hard place type of thing, where you know you need to make a decision, you know that something needs to change, you know that you need to do something else, you know that it's time for you to elevate and you know, whatever. But it's not easy. Just because you know you need to do it don't make it easy. It just doesn't. I'm hearing, especially when it comes to money issues or love. Those two areas specifically. And when I say love, it doesn't have to be romantic. Okay? Love is not just romantic. I do feel like, based on some of the decisions that you guys have to make, it may make you feel like you're being cold, or people may feel like you're being cold towards them because of this decision. I always gotta get that one funky ass yawn out. It's so irritating. Yeah, you may come off a little cold, and some people may not like that. They may not, you know, care too much for you doing some of the things that you're doing. Okay? But we got the Muse of Pentacles here, and this is your path. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh well. You don't like it, you don't fucking like it. You know what I'm saying? You don't agree, you don't agree. It is what it is. This is the direction that I'm feeling pulled to be in. This is the direction that I'm going in. This is what is resonating for me right now. I don't know what to tell you. You know? Especially because people will make whatever decisions they feel like they need to make for themselves. Every single time. They do it every time. And they don't consider you and your feelings not once. So as you are in this place of, you know, creating balance for yourself, you know, stability is another big thing that I'm hearing as well for this year. A lot of you guys are going to be getting stable in many different areas of your life. It's going to come with certain people not liking that shit, or feeling like, you know, you're going about it the wrong way. Okay? Can I ask, my mom said I understand something when I get out my body, but when I'm calm, I don't. I don't know what you're trying to say. Reword that and ask it again so I can understand what you're saying. Alright, let's see what else is here. Yeah, we got the 8 of Wands. Okay, so we got fire energy. Take initiative. Break the mold. Okay? Take initiative and break the mold. I'm hearing, I don't know if y'all familiar with Rakai, that be on castanet strings, and he be like, bitch, be bold. That's what I keep hearing, that shit. Bitch, be bold. Like, you're gonna have to just be bold and go for it. Okay? Fiercely is what I'm hearing. Don't be scared about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't baby step it, and you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Fiercely. You know what I'm saying? Unapologetically. Like, bitch, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? How, going back to Empress New Groove, when he kicked that door down, he was like, boom, baby. And he just break through that bitch. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck about who feel any type of way about him coming in that motherfucker, busting through them doors and talking his shit. He don't care. He gonna do what he need to do. He gonna say what he gonna say. Because he know who he is. I'm the motherfucking emperor. Okay? Boom, baby. The fuck? Make way. Hey, Bruce. Make fucking way. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that song from Aladdin, Make Way for Prince Ali. When he was on the goddamn elephants and shit, going through the crowd. That's what it's giving. Unapologetic. Unapologetic. And I'm hearing play your part. Think of it almost like you got a position acting or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they hired you to play a part. If you got to put your mind into it like that until it feels real, then do that. You know what I'm saying? There's more than one way to skin a cat. And sometimes we got to convince ourselves, you know, that something is something else right? In order for us to finally accept it for what it is and step into it. Okay? Get into it is what I'm hearing. Something significant about a blood moon. I think we did have a blood moon. When was the last blood moon? A month or two ago. Okay? So this could have been something that's been brewing since then. There was something significant about the blood moon. We got the Three of Pentacles coming out as well. We got Justice, and we got the Wheel of Fortune. So a month ago, okay. So, baby, when I say balance is coming in quickly, and it's coming in a form of justice, meaning this is something that's owed to you, right? Justice means that there's something unjust that has happened, or something that has felt unjust or unfair, or, you know, something that felt like it didn't work in our favor, coming back to work in our favor, right? And that's the energy that is given. And it's given that energy in regards to stability, in regards to balance. Things are balancing out. The scales are being balanced, especially with this Three of Pentacles here, okay? Definitely in money. I'm also hearing in social environments as well. Like, people are finally going to know who you are, whether they like it or not. Whether they fucking like it or not. Whether they're ready to accept it or fucking not. Who gives a shit? It doesn't change who I am and what I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of thing. Like, everybody's not going to be happy or proud or, you know, ecstatic that you're getting what you're getting, or that, you know, whatever this is happening for you. They're just not, right? I also feel like, you know, because this full moon is in Scorpio, yeah, Six of Cups and Seven of Cups here with the Devil card. I definitely feel like there's going to definitely be some things revealed to you. Thank you, Bruce. In regards to the true intentions and energies of some of these people that have been in your space. And because of solitude, you have been discovering who these people are and some of their true intentions, right? That's why I said this year will be a blend of solitude and social interactions, right? It's almost going to be a perfect blend of both. Perfect blend doesn't necessarily mean 50-50, like I said before. You know what I'm saying? It may appear a certain type of way at first, or, you know, you may have this amount of solitude with this amount of social interactions, or vice versa. It just depends on who you are, what you need, and how shit is looking for you, okay? But at the end of the day, it has meaning, because there's a lot of things that are going to be revealed to you. It's almost like in the moments of solitude, you're shown certain things, and then when you come out of the solitude, you're able to take those things that you were shown and apply it. And then you master that, you get through that, and then Spirit's like, okay, go back to solitude, because now I need to show you this, this, and that. And then you see what you need to see, and then you get out of solitude, and then you apply those things too. It's kind of like that type of thing, right? But there's no specific amount of time that you'll spend in each phase. It is what it is, right? If you got to spend a month in solitude for you to have 2 months outside, then that's just your journey. If you got to spend 2 months in solitude just for you to have 1 month outside, then that's just your journey, okay? However it looks, hello, my love, however it looks for you is however it looks for you. But at the end of the day, the purpose is to prepare you for being in those social environments so that you can take advantage of them in the way that you need to. This is why, as a lot of you guys have been in solitude, Spirit has been showing you a lot of stuff. You've been having a lot of revelations. A lot of things have been clicking. And then it's like, okay, once you get out of that mode and you go back outside, and when I say outside, I just mean outside of your own energy, right? And into other environments. when you do those type of things, thank you, Corey. Okay, thank you. When you do those type of things, and then you go back into those spaces, or you go back around those people, it's almost like you're prepared for whatever happens, or you're prepared for whatever comes your way. It's not like, even in the midst of you maybe figuring things out on the fly, it's still like you're pulling from knowledge that you already have accumulated. It's not like you have to go out here and do research to figure out how to handle the situation, or lean on somebody else, or rely on something else. It's kind of like you just spring into action and do whatever you feel led to do, right? And a lot of that is coming from you being taught whatever you need to be taught, or shown whatever you need to be shown in those moments of solitude. Okay? Yeah. I'm hearing this week, be as colorful as you can. Take that how it resonates. Whether that's the way that you're dressing, whether that's the way that your personality shows up. You know what I'm saying? When we think about a colorful personality, we think about like bubbly energy. You know what I'm saying? Life at a party. You don't necessarily have to be like life at a party for real. But, you know, just bubbly, warm, colorful energy. That's the best way that I can describe it. Last week, me and a friend of mine were working with color theory, right? And, you know, color theory is mixing the primary colors to create other colors. And it also is about moods, right? How different colors emit different moods. And you can get these different sub colors from the original primary colors. Okay, you're welcome, Corey. And as I was sitting there mixing the different colors together, you know, as that new color developed, there was a new energy that kind of came from those colors, right? There's a new vibe that you get from those new colors that are made versus the original ones that they came from, right? So there's something significant about colors this week, and being as fluid as you possibly can when it comes to the mixing of colors. Even when it comes to like the way that you dress, you know what I'm saying, putting different colors together that you probably wouldn't normally put together, right? Going again, color theory. You know, your makeup for my women, blending different colors, or doing your lip in a different way where there's different colors combined, ombre and different things of that nature, watercolors, pastels, neon colors. You know, just getting more familiar with the vibrations that these different colors hold, because I feel like, you know, the month of May in Taurus season is so prominent, specifically because that's when we see the flowers kind of starting to grow, right, and establish themselves. We see the leaves on the tree come back into fruition. We see the grass growing. We see nature coming back alive, right? It's the springtime, so nature is springing back into its natural flow, right? Its natural energetic flow. And with that, you start to see all of these different you know, colors emerge, and it makes you feel completely different than what you felt when we were in the winter months when everything was dull. You also feel completely different than what you felt in the fall season when things were, you know, when it had its own kind of color scheme, right? So there's something significant about getting into different colors this week that is going to almost alter, I'm hearing alter the algorithm of your life. Okay? 92 and 29 could be significant. Which is what? 11. Of course it is. Yeah. Something here about colors. Pay attention to that. Rainbows could be significant as well. Alright, let's see what else is here. We got the 8 of Wands that then came out twice in 2 different decks. Okay? So whatever is happening is happening quickly. Don't expect for this to take a lot of time. Even though this is all going to happen over the course of a year, there's still going to be certain things that happen quickly within that year. I gotta remember, a year is a very long time. It is a very long time. And we're not talking January to December. We're talking March to March. So technically, we just started the new year a month and a half ago. We're fresh into this. I don't want y'all to be thinking January. January didn't start anything. January is not a beginning month. It's not a new energy, right? Get January out your head. Because a lot of y'all be thinking you're running out of time because you're looking at it with the wrong mentality. You're looking at the wrong time frame, right? We go March to March. Okay? March to March. Middle of March to middle of March. Okay? We don't do January to January. That's not our tea. Alright? Thank you, my love. That don't got nothing to do with us. Okay? So I want y'all to reframe your mentality when it comes to looking at the length of a year. Right? And just how much time you actually have. And like I said, within that, there's going to be different, monumental moments that you're going to be experiencing throughout that time. So don't think that, you're going to receive everything and then that's just it for the rest of the year, or certain good things are going to happen and that's just that, or there's some time in between and you feel like you're waiting forever. Really adjust the way that you're looking at it, okay? Because there's so much time. There's so much time and there's so much to experience and there's so much that's going to happen, okay? This is not the regular schmegular type of year. I've been telling y'all since the end of last year how this year was going to be very monumental, very foundational, okay? Foundationally beneficial to you in your journey. Almost giving you a sneak peek into what 2026, or our 1 year, right, will look like. And 2026 starts a whole new cycle of energy. Because that's the beginning of our new 9-year cycle. This year is closing out our past 9-year cycle. 2026 is beginning a new 9-year cycle, starting with 1 energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important. Thank you, Corey. It's very important to make sure that the way that you're looking at this isn't from a negative perspective or from a low vibrational point of view, just because certain things look a little fishy. It's going to look a little fishy. It's going to feel a little fishy because this is you're preparing to go into whole new spaces and live an entirely different life. What was 9 years from 2025? 2017, 2016? What's the year? 2025, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, right? So think of where you were 2016 and think of where you are now. Okay? Hello? Think of where you were 2016 and then think of where you are now. And think of how much have changed just in those 9 years. Okay? That was 1 cycle. And that cycle will be officially complete by the time we get to March of 2026. The cycle will officially be done. And we'll be moving into a 1 cycle to start the new 9-year trajectory. So there's a lot going on, right? There's a lot of endings. There's a lot of new beginnings. There's a lot of preparation. There's a lot of, rest and rejuvenation. There's a lot of isolation in order for you to do those things, right? There's a lot of confusion. Because when you're starting anything new, there's confusion that comes with it because, bitch, we ain't never did this before. Right? It's when you start anything new, there's a level of, I don't know what the fuck is going on that happens. I mean, you can plan everything out to the T, and you're still going to experience something that is going to force you to be in the moment because you don't have no preparation that can help you with this specific process. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much you prepare. There's always going to be something that's like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come out of nowhere, and you're going to have to figure that shit out. Right? So your energy, INNER, energy and your perspective is going to be so important. It will continue to be important, not only as we close out this 9 year, but as we go into the next 9 years, right? And 9 years sound like a long time. It sound like you got forever. It sound like, you know what I'm saying? But that shit is going to... Baby, just think back to 2016. That shit don't even feel that far. It don't feel that long ago. It really don't. When you really sit there and you think about it, you're like, damn, that shit was not that long ago. That was around the corner. You know what I'm saying? It don't feel like 20 years or it don't feel that long. Alright? Not saying that you're going to go through these next 9 years super, super fast. But what I'm saying is, I don't want you to get in your head to think like, oh, this is going to take forever. And this process is going to be so drawn out. And, you know... You don't even know what can happen in the course of 3 days. Your entire life can change in the course of 30 minutes. Hell, 5. 2. You know what I'm saying? You can go from living one type of life and literally 60 seconds later be living a completely different life. It don't take all of that, right? So I want y'all to keep your mind in the most high vibrational place that you possibly can. Even if it makes you feel like you a little, you know, naive. Because sometimes that's what it feels like. It feels like we being naive. And really we're not. 5 of Swords came out as well. 5s can be significant. We know 5s are about change. We got 5s. We got 8s. We got 6s. Coming out, okay? So you can be saying 23 or 32. You can be saying 222. You can be saying 333. You can be saying 44. You could be saying 2222. Okay? Something about military time is significant as well. But things are coming in so quickly for some of y'all that the decisions that you're led to make, you got to make them just as fast. And that can also be a part of the challenging energy that we get from this. Because it's like, damn, I want to sit down and kind of take my time. And, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like when you know that it's time for you to break away from somebody or something. And you like, I just want to have one more conversation. I just want to get closure. Like, the closure is going to have to be you walking the fuck away. You know, you're not going to have time in all of these situations for you to get a whole conversation and a recap. Okay, this is not a season recap. You just going to have to, the closure is going to have to be whatever happened last. It's closed. The fuck? You're not going to have time to do all of this extra and to, no. You're just going to have to walk away. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna have to move on. Simple as that. That's your closure. Okay? That's it. That's all you got time for. Anything else is too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing on an I-10 by 10. What was that from? Johnson's Family Vacation? Gotta be on the I-10 by 10. It's like we on a schedule, babe. And you know, anything that you do to prolong this damn schedule is gonna throw everything off. We don't have time for that. Make it happen. Do what you need to do. I don't usually suggest ghosting, but in some situations you just gotta disappear. You know what I'm saying? There's always a need for balance. So I wouldn't suggest ghosting everybody and everything, but sometimes in order to not prolong shit, you just gotta chuck up the deuces and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't let everybody know you about to leave, because some people won't find a reason to make you stay or to prolong you leaving. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta disappear into the night, okay? And just let it be what it's gonna be, okay? We got the Princess of Cups. Going back to glamour magic, I want y'all to really talk to yourselves like you're dating yourself. And I mean, like, how you would want somebody to talk to you if they was dating you, with the romantic tone and the compliments and the niceness and the energy and the sexy or the sassy or the protective or whatever. The way that you treat yourself throughout the rest of this year, I want it to feel very sensual. Like you are so in love with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you talk to the partner of your dreams? If Spirit was to drop the person of your dreams into your life right now, if you don't already have that person, because some of you guys may already have that person. But if Spirit was to drop that person into your life, how would you communicate with that person? You know what I'm saying? If you knew that this person would be there forever and y'all locked in and you ain't got to worry about them cheating or doing you dirty and nothing like that, how would you communicate to them? How would you talk to them? How would you, approach them? How would you encourage them? How would you acknowledge them? How would you, push them to be greater and all of the things? You know what I'm saying? That's the energy you need to have with yourself this year. Talk to yourself like you was in love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really getting into it. Especially when it comes to mirror magic, specifically, is what I'm hearing. Y'all need to get deeper into mirror magic. Look yourself in the eye, in that mirror, and talk your shit. Right? The eyes are the windows to the soul. So when you look in yourself in the eye, right, via the reflection of the mirror, right? Mirrors also symbolize what? Water. We were just talking about water earlier. You're speaking directly to your consciousness. You're speaking directly to higher self. You are completely ignoring the physical, and you tapping in directly to that motherfucker that's running the ship. What was that movie with Eddie Murphy where he was like a robot and he had people in his head? Do y'all remember that movie? I can't remember the name of it, but that's what it's given. And he would look in the mirror and be communicating with the people that's in his head that's running the body. That's what Spirit is showing me. Dave, thank you. Corey be on all the movies. Yes, that. Okay? That's how I'm seeing it. It's like when you communicate with yourself on that level. Also, like that movie Inside Out, I think it is, where they have the different emotions living in the head and shit. It's giving that. When you are looking at yourself in the mirror, eye to eye, and when I say into your eyes, I mean into your eyes, like literally looking into your own eyes. You shouldn't see nothing else but your eyeballs when you're looking in that mirror, right? It's like you're communicating with those different energies that make you who you are. And you're giving them a command. You're telling them what to do. You're showing your appreciation. You're tapping in. You are altering the mental state. You're altering the emotional state. You are, allowing yourself to reach yourself on a deeper level than you would just kind of talking out loud or just kind of talking into the air or into the ethers, right? And then you're also targeting that energy. When you're looking at something and you're speaking to that thing, you're targeting that energy, right? It's the difference between saying something just in a crowd out loud versus looking at a person in their eyes and saying the same thing, right? When I just speak out loud, anything can catch it. But if I'm looking at somebody directly in their shit and I say that same thing, that person already automatically knows, oh, this is for me. You're talking to me, because the energy is focused. The words are focused. I'm sending all of those things to a specific target, right? That's what this is giving. Target yourself in that way. And when I say mirror magic, I mean anytime you grace a mirror. So 10:10 on the clock. I told you I keep saying that shit. Whether that is when you get ready, whether that is when you winding down, whether it is in the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Whether that is just you randomly just catch yourself in the mirror real fast, looking at something, looking at yourself, doing your hair, brushing your hair, putting on your do-rag. I don't know how you live your life. But anytime you are in that mirror, you need to have some shit to say. Something to your higher self that is positive, that is enlightening, that is encouraging, that is high vibrational, that is energetic, right? That is, I'm hearing restoration, that is restoring you on a deeper level. Okay? Yeah, King of Swords. This is mastering your words when it comes to, again, the way that you communicate with yourself. The King of Swords, the King of Words, right? The king of communication. Okay? Heavy air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay? We know that Gemini season starts in a week. Yeah, in a week. By this time next week, we'll pretty much be in Gemini season, right? We know Gemini rules communication, it rules intellect, it rules the mind, it rules the throat chakra, right? So the way that you're speaking to yourself, the way that you're thinking about yourself is all going to come together and make this happen for you. Whatever it is that you're being led to or guided to, this is a requirement of that process. You can't go into this new place or cross this threshold. Spirit been on my ass about thresholds lately, specifically that word, right? You cannot cross this threshold without having this connection with yourself. It's not going to work. You're not going to make it in. It's almost like a requirement. If y'all seen that movie, that TV show on Hulu, Paradise, where they're living under in the mountain, okay, first of all right, it makes you think, but they all had these wristbands on, right? And they could not enter into this protective facility without having this specific wristband. It just is what it is. It's nothing you can do about it. You gotta have a fucking wristband on, or you can't get in. We don't care who you are. We don't care if your name on the list. We don't give a shit. You got your wristband. Okay? That's what it's giving. This is a requirement, right? This is almost a wristband, so to speak, that you have to have in order to get to this next place or to gain access or entry. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Because it's protected. This door is protected. This new place is protected. You can't just walk your ass in there off anything. And that's the part of what y'all are learning too. I can't just do whatever I want and get access to all of these different things. I can't just live the life I want to live and make the same mistakes and have the same fucked up ass mentality or be thinking the same way or talking the same way, walking the same way, and think I'm also going to gain access to these spaces that I've never been in. That's just not how that works. You know what I'm saying? That's just not how that works. You're going to have to start to fall in line with certain things. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have any type of say-so when it comes to how things progress, right? Because a certain amount of this process is written out for you. And then there's also, some places for you to improvise and for you to kind of take the lead, right? So it's, again, a perfect balance of both. But when it's time for you to follow, you need to make sure that you can follow, right? Because the best leader knows how to follow first. You can't lead nobody nowhere if you don't know how to follow yourself. That's just that on that. Okay? Been putting off having a ghost my dad for a while. Needed to hear this. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, right? And I always tell y'all that a lot of this journey is not easy. But if it's necessary, it's necessary. If it's needed, it's needed. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. Hey, Mita. Long time no see. Alright, let's see what else is here. I'm also getting, damn, what is the name of the sword? Is it Trojan's? Not Trojan sword. What is the name of the sword that's in the rock? And it's like only a certain person can get it out. What is the name of that shit? That's what is given. Excalibur? Yeah, that. However you say it. That's what it's given. It's given, you know, only you have the power or the strength to free this thing. Some of you guys may be being led toward a gift or a tool or a piece of information or something that's like monumental that other people have been trying to access. This could also be an idea or something along those lines. Some other people have been trying to access whatever this is, but it's created for you to access it only. And that's what it's given. They've all tried to get this thing, to make it work, to whatever. Okay? I'm hearing the Midas touch. You have the Midas touch with whatever this is. And I know I'm kind of vague. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Come on now. Look, as I'm talking about the sword. And Midas touch. I know it's kind of vague, but it's so specific for everybody that I wouldn't be able to pinpoint exactly what it is. But there's a specific place that some of y'all are being pushed to that will help you access something else. And instead of a sword, it feels like a key. It's also giving me what's them rooms? What's the name of the rooms that you go in and you gotta figure out the different clues to get the fuck out? Panic room, exit room, something. Escape room. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's what it's given. You know how, like, if you've ever done an escape room, it's always that one person that just be getting that shit. It's like they get it. They mind is exactly where it needs to be to help the collective get out. Right? Not saying that you can't give your own little 2 cents and it be helpful, but there's always this person, whether you or that person, whether it's somebody else, that you just happy that they on your team because you know they're going to figure that shit out. Thank you, Dama. You know they're going to get that shit together. You know that y'all going to be straight. You know what I'm saying? We got to have this person because they so quick with it, right? This is how you're showing up on a spiritual level. Spirit had to send you. You had to be the one to go through whatever. You had to be the one to deal with whatever. Thank you, Mita. You had to be the one to process these things, experience these things, have the trauma, have the overthinking, have the experiences, deal with the generational curses. You had to be the one. Thank you, my love, for the gift. You had to be the one to go through whatever this is, because only you could put all of that information together. Again, going from knowledge to wisdom. Only you could have collected that knowledge and made it wisdom and applied that knowledge, right? Creating wisdom to access the key out. This could be out of poverty for your family, right? This could be out of traumatic experiences or generational curses. There's something that you're freeing your bloodline from. This is bigger than you, right? Going back to it's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe, right? This is bigger than you. We got grounded action, wisdom transmission, learning experience, earth intelligence. This is bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? It's so much bigger. I get exhausted from always being that person sometimes. Absolutely. And this is why, again, balancing out social environments and activity with isolation is important, because we are carrying a heavy weight over our shoulders. This weight is heavy. This weight is heavy. Little mama got some ass back there. You know what I'm saying? It's toting. Okay, it's toting back there. So it's a little heavy, right? So you want to make sure that you're balancing out those moments of rest and rejuvenation, as well as when you rest and when you take some time away from it, you get out of this overthinking mentality. Again, we have a lot of swords popping up, right? So this is a lot of air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, lots of overthinking, lots of intelligence, lots of knowledge, lots of wisdom, right? Lots of communication, but also you run the risk of overthinking and being too in your head to the point where you don't move, or you don't see things the way you need to, or you don't act on things the way that you need to, right? So again, balance, because you got the Ten of Pentacles here, right? We seen the Ten of Pentacles here, and then we seen the Ten of Pentacles in the other deck. So it's I'm hearing, the promise, right? The promise is there, but that promise comes with a clause, and the clause is you have to align. You got to do certain things. You got to have a certain mentality, right? You got to bridge certain gaps. You got to make certain things happen. You got to free yourself, your bloodline from certain shit in order to get the promise, right? The promise is it's contingent upon a number of different things. It's not just, oh, I am who I am, so I'm just going to get it. It's like, no, yeah, you are who you are, but you also got shit that you got to do. And you need to lock the fuck in, right? Locking in does not mean take the fun out of it. Take the enjoyment out of it. And that's sometimes where we get it confused. We think that when we lock in and get serious, that automatically means that we can't enjoy it anymore. That we got to be uptight in the ass. No. Still enjoy the process, because there's going to be a lot of experiences that are enjoyable. And the less you are in your head, the more enjoyable it actually is. The more fun you'll actually have. Right? Again, we are here to experience anyway. We're not here to control. We're not here to make it be what we want it to be, exactly how we want it to be. No, we're here to experience. We're here to go with the flow. That's it. So if Spirit is flowing us over here, flow that way. We're being flowed over here, flow that way. If we need to do this, we're going to do that. And we're going to enjoy it as it's happening. Period. Okay? I feel so crusty right now. Fuck it. I don't care. But yeah, we're going to be enjoying the process as it progresses. As we go. Okay? Yeah, the World card. This is a complete transformation. Complete, 180. 180 and 360 be whooping some of y'all ass. I'm like, 360, bitch, a circle? I don't want to go in a circle. That means I've arrived back where I was. You know what I'm saying? 180 is a turnaround. 360 is a circle. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill a messenger. I'll be whooping y'all ass sometimes. But this is a complete 180. This is I'm hearing Whole New World, Little Mermaid. I'm also hearing the song from Aladdin. I can show you the world. Is that the same song? No. Yeah, that's on the. That is A Whole New World. That's the same damn song. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So this is a whole new world. Literally. A new fantastic point of view. Don't forget that lyric. Okay? It's not by coincidence that he said a whole new world, and he said a new point of view. Going back to perspective, going back to outlook, going back to positivity, pushing positivity. Okay? Pushing P. How about you push a T? You been out spending, you know, him thinking about pushing me. I'm so excited about this Kendrick Lamar concert. Just, y'all not gonna be able to tell me nothing come June. Thank you. But this is we did a reading before where we talked about how a lot of you guys will be receiving something that nobody in your bloodline has ever received, right? And going back to having that access to that key or that special thing that unlocks something else, because only you have the access, nobody else could have experienced it. It had to be you. You know what I'm saying? It had to be you. You had to be the one. Which is why you came back down here. Yeah, look at this. The Empress card at the bottom of the deck. It had to be you. Nobody else could have done this. Nobody else had the power to do it, the energy to do it, the vibration to do it. It's very specific. It's almost like a weight sensor. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a weight sensor, but anything over that specific weight or anything under that specific weight is going to trigger an alarm or trigger a self-destruct process, right? That's kind of what it's given. It's like weight sensor. Like you were the perfect thank you for the gift. Height, weight, energy, frequency, whatever, right? In order to accomplish this thing. Spy Kids could be significant. The Spy Next Door could be significant as well. Jackie Chan could be significant. Karate Kid. Yeah, Six of Cups. Lots of water energy here. But this benefits generations. I also feel like I'm hearing Tasha Cobb's Break Every Chain. I'm also feeling like this is also emotionally freeing. Confirmation. This is also emotionally freeing to your bloodline. Whatever this is. On a very deep emotional level, this is super freeing. Like, thank you, my love. Super freeing. It's almost like as soon as you access this, you immediately feel the emotional weights lift off your shoulders. That's literally what it's given. It's like once you access it, once you touch it, once it that chain is broken or that thing is unlocked, it's like immediately you feel this relief. Some of y'all may immediately start crying. And it can be so random because I feel like you may not know exactly what's going on when you do break this chain, because a lot of y'all don't expect for it to be what it's going to be. Like the chain that you're meant to break, or some of y'all already broke, it's not what you thought it would be. So it may take you aback a little bit. Like them it's like them random moments where you just cry your eyes out. You're like, I don't know why I'm crying. I just feel emotional. That's what it's given. That's what it's given. And for a lot of y'all, it may happen in front of other people. I'm just going to put that out there. It may not be in the privacy of your own energy. Just put that out there. But it's going to affect you so much to where you're not going to care as much as you think you are, that other people may be witnessing you have this moment. Because you're going to be so into it that it's just like, it's unexplainable. That's how you're going to feel. You're going to feel so full, so free. You're not going to be able to explain it. It's not going to make sense to other people. You may not even be able to get the words out when this happens. I'm hearing the word majestic. There's something majestic about it. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands coming out. Baby, whatever you unlock is going to give you a power that you've never experienced before in any lifetime. Yeah, this is unlocking. I'm hearing, I'm scared of you, because that's what it's giving. I wouldn't want to cross you after this happens. And not because you're going to do something to somebody, but because the added layer of protection that you're going to have when this happens, I would not want to fuck with you. I wouldn't want to get in your way. I wouldn't want to present any issues. You know? Not only that, you're going to see an influx of people gravitating to your energy. It's almost going to happen instantaneously. Like, it's just 1 minute you was able to walk around and nobody really paid you that much attention. Not to say you didn't get any attention at all, but it wasn't what it's about to be. It's like the next minute, everybody in your face, everybody want to talk to you. For some of y'all, this, you know, going viral, or just having a lot of people watching you, following you, wanting to know more about you, wanting to get to know you, wanting to be your friend, wanting to get close to you. You know what I'm saying? It just gives, like, I'm hearing, the closer I get to you, it's like, I just want to, you know, I just want to smell you. I just want to breathe the air you're breathing. You know? It gives that. And some of y'all may be looking at yourselves right now, or thinking about yourself right now. Thank you, my love, for the gift. Like, don't nobody care about me like that. Or I'm not all that for people to be thinking about me like that. And that's where you be fucked up. Because y'all are still gauging yourself, judging yourself, weighing yourself based on society. And this don't have nothing to do with society. This is a spiritual thing, right? And spiritual rank holds way more weight than some physical shit. You cannot compete where you do not compare, right? And y'all about to get a crash course lesson. Thank you for the gift. In aura and energy, and how that shit makes a world of a difference when it comes to people genuinely feeling or wanting to be connected to you on deeper levels. It's not that surface level bullshit where people want to be next to you to get a couple dollars up off of you. No, people want to be you. And if they can't be you, which of course they can't, they at least want to be around you. They don't care. It's like, and they may not even know that they're doing it. Like, that's how powerful certain energy is. People don't even know that they're acting the way that they're acting. They don't even know that they're giving off what they're giving off, or that they're showing up the way that they're showing up. It's almost like they're so blinded by the light that they just going with the flow. Like, fuck it. I'm gonna get some more of these, and then we'll get some confirmation. Again, this is a gift appreciated space. I do have a live gift goal on TikTok for anybody who wants to participate. Feel free. On Big O, I don't have a live goal necessarily, but feel free to contribute as you see fit. No gift too small or too big. Yeah, King of Pentacles. This is about to be a very financially beneficial time of your life. Yeah, Queen of Cups and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Man, we done seen the Emperor and the Empress. So I'm hearing all inclusive. Ready to eat for everybody. This is giving, you know, it's giving I've always belonged here. But now I know. That's what this is giving. I've always belonged here. Thank you, Corey. But now I know. Because you can belong somewhere. You can have access to spaces. But if you don't know that you're worthy of those things, or that those things are available to you, it's almost like you don't have it. When you're moving like you don't know, you might as well not have it. Because you can't apply yourself in the same way, or in the way that you need to. So it's like, what the fuck is the point? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like. Why? But now you know. Now you understand. You're consciously aware. So now you can move in that energy. And understand, when you moving like a King of Pentacles, like for a lot of you guys, going back to color theory that we was talking about before, going back to glamour magic, a lot of y'all about to boss up physically. It's not just a spiritual thing, because we know as above, so below. So if I'm bossing up spiritually, it has to happen on the physical. The way that you are appearing to people, just know everybody's not gonna like it. Everybody's not gonna like it. A lot of people won't think you're doing too much. A lot of people won't think you're being extra. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about going, like, for example, we took my mother out Saturday for Mother's Day. And I wore an extra ass top. Not because I needed to, or it was necessarily the place, but because I fucking wanted to. And who was going to tell me no? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to. I don't give a shit. It was very extra. You know what I'm saying? Very seductive, sensual, very. You know what I'm saying? Because I fucking wanted to. It didn't have shit to do with me. You know? It was about my mother. But, girl, I'm wearing the shirt. Feel how you want to feel. It is what it is. Right? That's what it's given. Just do the shit because you want to do it. Who cares where you're going? If you want to put that extra ass outfit on, put that extra ass outfit on. If you want to wear them heels to wherever you're going, put them heels on. If you want to put on them dress shoes, put on them dress shoes. If you want to put that suit on, put that suit on. Yeah, the Magician. Activating the power and the energy in the things that you have. We understand everything holds energy. So clothes hold energy. Products hold energy. You know, all of these things have a certain energy that they hold. Colors hold energy, right? So when you can communicate directly to those energies within those things, then you can activate them and use them to your benefit. You know what I'm saying? Go back and research. We did, one of the first lessons that we did was on numbers and colors, right? Go back to that lesson. Look into what different colors mean, or you can go and do your own research. So that way, when you wear those specific colors, you can properly activate them, right? For example, we know that red is bold, it's assertive, you know, it draws attention immediately. It can come off as a very sensual color, as a very sexual color in some places. It gives boss energy, it gives luxury, it gives high value, right? So if I'm putting on something red, which was the color that extra ass shirt that I had on, it was red and it was lace. So me putting that on, I'm already knowing what parts of that I'm about to activate. Yeah, I'm about to drive these motherfuckers crazy. I'm about to push the twins up and really give it to them. I'm about to turn heads everywhere I go. You talk to your shit like that when you put it on. And then watch what happens when you get to those places that you get to. Watch how people receive you when you get to those places. Right? The first thing my mama said when I walked in was, "Ooh, you look cute. Ooh, I love that top. Ooh, you look cute." Right? Not just because she my mama, because if I look like shit, my mama's going to tell me, "Girl, what do you got on?" Okay? That ain't it. Right? But people will receive you in a certain way. Not only that, when I posted it to social media, my stories got hella numbers that day. I'm like, well, what the fuck is everybody watching this shit for? Because you speak to the things that you're doing, and you create the energy that you want it to be. You're inviting the energy that you want it to be. Look, stop being scary at the bottom of the deck. What you scared of? You know what I'm saying? 94 could be significant. Or 49. Alright, let's get some confirmation. Hibernation season. Time to rest, reflect, rejuvenate your energy. Hermit mode. So that's confirmation of what we were talking about when it came to those moments, or when it comes to those moments of isolation. Thank you, Chrissy. Make sure that you are taking that time. Don't ignore yourself when you're feeling the need to take some time for yourself. That's the worst thing you could do. Don't ignore that voice in your head. Don't ignore what you feel, because sometimes even the body will shut down. You think you coming down with a little cold, a little cough, allergies get to fucking with you, you know what I'm saying? Your leg hurt, your back hurt, your hip hurt, this hurt, that hurt. Sometimes spirit is doing that so that your ass can get it. Like, hey, sit the fuck down, take a chill pill, relax yourself. Alright, lock in. Alright, get some act right. Thank you, my love. We got grandfather ancestor coming out. So some of you guys could be being guided currently by a grandfather ancestor, or just been feeling masculine energy around you from the spiritual realm. This could also be a father figure or any type of masculine ancestor that has passed on that you felt connected to. I do feel like this particular ancestor has been working recently more so in the realm of protection for you. So if certain things have been feeling like they're not going your way, or at the last minute they're going wrong, a lot of this is protection. It may not feel like it. Thank you, my love. Shout out to Mita. It may not feel like it, but it is in fact protection. It may not seem like it, but it is in fact protection. Okay? So like, and sometimes that shit sucks, because it's like, well, I had my mind on this thing. I was focused on this thing. I wanted to do this thing. I wanted to make this specific thing happen, or get this specific result. Whatever, right? But you got to be real with yourself. And nothing happens by coincidence. We understand that. There is no such thing as a coincidence. So if something is not happening, or if something is falling through when, you know, whether it's right when you get to it or whatever, all of this is for a reason. All right? Again, going back to perspective. Shift your perspective. Instead of saying, damn, you know, this shit is going wrong and nothing's going to go good for me. Look at it as, oh, Spirit saw something that I didn't see yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune coming out. Talking about luck, fortune, opportunity, end of cycle. Some of y'all need to go play the lottery. I've been hearing lottery, scratch-offs, and Powerball for like the last week. If you've been thinking about that, if this is confirmation for you, go do it. You may not hit for the millions, but you might get you a couple thousands or even a couple hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Who fucking knows? If this is confirmation for you for that, I'm telling you, go play it. Especially if you're not the type of person that does this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you just like, I just feel the need. I just feel called. That's for a reason. Shout out to you, my love. Yeah, spoil yourself. Do something good for yourself. You deserve good things and self-care. So just like I was just talking about, talking to yourself as if you are the person that you're dating. Talking to yourself like you in love with yourself. Doing nice things for yourself. Dating yourself. Courting yourself. All of that is going to almost speed up this process. Okay? What does it mean when you keep saying the same number over and over? Then it can definitely be a message. Go to my YouTube, the link in the bio, and go look at the numerology lesson that I did. It's under the live tab. Definitely do some good things for yourself. Give to yourself in this season. That's the best way to close out a cycle, is to focus your attention to you. Like I said before, a lot of y'all may be feeling a little self-centered because you're doing it and you don't usually do it, or whatever the case is. A lot of y'all may be feeling a little, selfish, or feeling a little guilty because you're giving more attention to yourself. Thank you, Corey. But fuck that. Okay? Yeah, look at this. The Sun card. Abundance, joy, success, enlightenment, confidence, achievement, clarity. It's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? If you got to take a little bit of attention off of other people to put it on yourself in order for you to get the things that you deserve, that should be a no-brainer. There shouldn't be nothing to think about. Okay? By the way, I am still doing specials. I'm doing a 4-week mentorship special for $95. That's a month mentorship with me, one-on-one calls, one-on-one assistance. We go over shadow work and ancestors, and then other topics that you want to cover. I'm also doing 10-minute readings for $38, 5-minute readings for $25, and 1-hour spiritual consultations for $45. So if you're interested, those are specials that I have for the rest of the week. Feel free to inbox me, email me, or reach out to me in order to book or get more information. Okay? Your guys want your attention. So definitely make sure that you guys are meditating, communicating with spirit, tapping in. Okay? In every way. In every way that you can. Alright? Especially if you're being woken up between the hours of 3 and 5. Tap in. Tap in. The last couple of nights, spirit has had me up. Okay? I mean, I could just go to bed at 2 or 3 and I'm right back up at like 5:30. Just, no choice. Can't go back to sleep. It is what it is. Right? So definitely make sure you tap in. Make sure that you're paying attention to your dreams. As I was about to say, that divine timing came out. I also feel like there's something that some of you guys, or opportunity that some of you guys may have wanted through another person. Like maybe somebody was supposed to hook you up with something, a job, an opportunity, something that somebody else was connected to that you were looking forward to, or that you wanted assistance with, or somebody was supposed to help you with something, money or something, and you didn't get it. You didn't get it because there's divine timing playing out. The spirit didn't want you to get it that way, because there's a whole nother way that you're supposed to get it. It's supposed to happen in a specific way. And had you got it from this person, had it worked out where this person helped you in that situation or that area, you would have missed whatever is about to happen. Okay, so there's something here about divine timing when it comes to things working out for you on your own accord, not involving somebody else. You didn't need that person the way you needed them. And this is taking me back to a dream that I just had, because in my dream I went up to this celebrity, and I'm not gonna say who it is, but I went up to this celebrity and I was like, hey, do you need an assistant or something? You know what I'm saying? Somebody to help you out and blah 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 blah. And the person was like, no thank you, I don't need that. And I'm like, bitch, you told me you don't need no help. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking in my head in the dream. And when I woke up, Spirit was like, you don't need their help. You don't need the handout. Because I was a little offended. I woke up offended. Like I really knew the person. I said, I know that bitch ain't motherfucking tell me no. I felt some type of way. Why am I not getting the opportunity? Why can't I blah, blah, blah? That's not your opportunity to get. It's supposed to work out differently for you. There's something else for you to have. There's a whole nother way of this coming together that you cannot see. And then we had, look, this card up here says the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. This card says divine timing. It's all coming together. It's coming together in a way that you do not see yet. And you're not supposed to see it. Right? You got the sun here. You got Jupiter energy here. So we know that there's going to be something that's beneficial. It's going to be something that's going to bring you fortune. Thank you for the gift. Something that's going to bring you enlightenment or positivity or whatever. We know that. Right? But it's not something that you're going to see coming. And you're not supposed to see it coming. It's supposed to go the way it's supposed to go for a reason. It's supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen for a reason. Yeah, Spirit said, don't say nothing. Keep your damn mouth closed. So whenever this does happen, or on the way to it happening, shut up. Put the shut to the up. Hello? Close your mouth. Mouth with an F. Close your mouth. Don't say shit to nobody. Don't say shit about nothing. Hush. And even when this thing does come and you do get it, hush. Okay? I'm hearing, keep it on the down low, down low, down low, down low. Keep it on down low. Don't say nothing. Be quiet. Mommy issues at the bottom of the deck. For some of y'all, don't even tell your mama. Yeah, because look, 888 is right under that. 555 popping up right under that. So this is a huge change, a huge transformation, going back to financial stability, major success. Okay, you're going to have to be open-minded. You're going to have to be flexible. Let's get 2 more of these, and then we done for the night. We'll still do our weekly reading tomorrow. Daddy issues came out, so some of y'all don't need to tell y'all daddy either. I'm also hearing this has something to do with being provided for or being a provider, because we know masculine energy is the providing energy, right? So some of you guys may have struggled with providing for yourself or being provided for, and I feel like that's one of the things that Spirit is coming in to kind of clean up for you. Thank you for the gift. And help regulate. Okay? Last card out. That's too many. Somebody lying. Somebody isn't being truthful. Pay attention to your intuition. So, now remember I told y'all, anytime, look, let go of the past at the bottom of the deck. Spiritual gifts is here as well. Anytime we're being moved to a different place, anytime we're having some type of advancement in life, anytime we're on the brink of a transition or an ascension, okay, or whatever the case is, there will always be people in your space that shouldn't be there, that need to be disposed of, okay? So if you have not been paying attention, if you have not been locked the fuck in, I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know why you're wasting time. I'm gonna need y'all to lock in. I'm gonna need you to pay attention like you've never paid attention in your life. And not so you can overthink. Going back to overthinking, not so that you can overthink, but so that you can be hip and be aware of what the fuck is going on. Right? So overthinking would be automatically assuming that it's something, right? Versus awareness is just peeping what you peep. Right? I'm not going out and making something. I'm allowing the information to find me, and I'm taking a mental note, and I'm doing something about it. Right? Awareness versus projection. Alright? Or assumption. We're not here to, you don't have to assume anything. And tell your spirit team, hey spirit, reveal to me who is in my space that shouldn't be there. Reveal to me those who don't have pure intentions, who are around me. Reveal to me the people who cannot go with me to this next phase. And then stand back and let it unfold. And don't try to make it what you want it to be. Let it be what it is. If spirit exposed your mama, then your mama is exposed. You know what I'm saying? If spirit exposed your best friend, or who you thought was your best friend, then oh well, the bitch is exposed. Okay? If spirit exposed your daddy, then it is what it is. Alright? Don't try to make it, something that is not. Let it be what it is. And once you peep, you adjust, right? You adjust, you grieve, you process it, and you move on. Because, of course, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy thing, finding out that certain people aren't who you thought they were. Or even finding out that you weren't paying attention as much as you should have been when it comes to certain people. Or that you've allowed too many people or the wrong people access. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't feel the best. That it sucks, right? So definitely take your time to process it. Take your time to deal with it, to acknowledge it, to sort things out, okay? And then move on. Keep it pushing. Because one thing about it, like I say all the time, anything that we have to remove out of our space is always replaced with something better. And that's the purpose of it being removed. Right? We know energy doesn't die. So spirit not just going to leave a hole there. You know what I'm saying? Something better has to come and replace that thing. Right? So don't think of it as, oh, I'm just going to lose all these people and I'm going to be by myself. And, it's not going to get better. It will. It's going to take it may take a little time. You know what I'm saying? It might. But at the end of the day, it's going to work out the best way possible. Period. It's going to work out the best way possible. Alright? Something better came last night, but I was scared. That's fear is a normal response, especially for this environment that we unfortunately live in, right? As a soul, we're not afraid, but based on the traumas and the energy that is here in this realm, fear is a normal response. As long as you're not letting it stop you, that's when fear becomes a problem, right? Because fear can be paralyzing, so you don't want to be paralyzed by fear, which is what? False evidence appearing real. AKA, you made that shit up. Right? Fear is basically, bitch, you made that up. that's not even real. That hasn't even happened. You came up with that. Okay? You want some bullshit. That's basically what fear is. Okay, bitch, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? So it's a natural response, but you can't allow that type of mentality to be what stops you from getting to what you deserve and what you work so hard for. Because y'all have been working y'all ass off. Anybody who this is resonating for, you haven't just been sitting around not doing shit. Especially within the last couple of months to the last year. It may not feel like you've been doing a lot. Because we, again, can be so fucking hard on ourselves for whatever reason. So it may not feel like you've done as much as you've actually done. But it doesn't mean that you haven't. It just means that you need to adjust your perspective. Because if you adjust your perspective and you look at it from the proper lens, you'll see just how much you've actually done. Just how far you've come. Just how much you've overcame. Just how much you changed and you've altered your life and yourself in the most positive and beneficial ways. Simple. Okay? So it's time to lock the fuck in. There's something big on the horizon. And it's given, if you've seen Sinners, you know, that last part right before the sun comes up feels like the most horrifying part of the whole movie. Because the motherfucker who was coming for them, Remick, was this close to being successful in his plot and in his plan of captivating them and getting them and taking their soul. But then the sun came up. And that's what this is giving. Like, the sun is about to come up. We are literally a couple of minutes from, you know, dawn. Daybreak. We right there. And anytime you right there and you that close, it's going to feel uncertain. It's going to feel all over the place. It's going to feel crazy. It's going to feel like you can't get your bearings. You know what I'm saying? It's going to feel a little weird. That's just what it is. But that's when you need to know for sure in your heart of hearts that you are close, that it's about to happen. When it gets to the moments where it's like, bro, what the fuck is going on? That's a telltale sign that you right there. You're so close. And this is why, again, like I said before, it's almost like something from the future is pulling you and kind of keeping you locked in. You may not know what it is or why you feel the way you feel, why you feel so locked in, why you feel so dedicated to this specific process. It's for a reason. It's for a reason. So I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully these messages resonated. This will be posted on YouTube tomorrow. It'll premiere tomorrow rising sometime. Probably like 8:30. For those who want to watch it back from the beginning. For those who missed anything. For those who just want to watch it again. Shout out to everybody who gifted. Shout out to everybody who liked, commented, shared, followed, subscribe to the YouTube. That link is in my bio, or you can just go to PocaSPEAKS on YouTube. Again, I am doing specials right now. 1 hour spiritual consultations for $45, 10-minute readings for $38, 5-minute readings for $25, and 4-week mentorship for $95. That's 4 weeks one-on-one assistance from me, 4 phone calls, daily questions and answers, and assistance with specific things that you may be dealing with on your journey. So if you're interested in any of those services, thank y'all for the gifts. Feel free to email me, PocaSPEAKS615@gmail.com. Or if you're on TikTok, just go to my story. Everything is listed there. If you're on Big O, it's PocaSPEAKS615@gmail.com to email me, or you can send me a direct message on here, and I'll go through those once I get off. Okay, tomorrow we'll do our weekly reading. I'm not for sure if I'm going to do it tarot style or if we're going to do channel messages. we'll kind of just go with the flow for that. Not sure what time I'm going to go live, because I don't know if I want to do it before I do my walk or while I'm doing my walk. It really just depends on where I'm at. If I do it before my walk, then it'll be around 3:30, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I do it during my walk, it'll be more so around 5:45, 6 p.m. Excuse me, Eastern Standard Time. Okay? So that's for tomorrow. Wednesday, we'll probably do a topic. If you have any suggestions on any topics that you want me to cover, feel free to reach out to me directly. Hello, my love. And let me know. Also, if you are interested in the Discord, it is a melanated space only. No tea, no shade. But if you're interested in the Discord, feel free to also reach out to me, and I will send you the link for that. For us to communicate offline, off social media, within our own little community. Alright? So light and love, I will see y'all tomorrow. Be good. Again, take these messages into consideration. Whatever resonated, apply it to your current life, your current state. And from tonight on, for the next 7 days, I want y'all to be doing glamour magic. And every day I get on here, I'm going to ask for an update. And what I want you to do is I want you to take a picture of yourself today before you start. And then 7 days from now, I want you to take another picture of yourself. And I want you to compare it. Because sometimes we need to see how the shit is working, in order for you to see that it is working and that this shit is real. Okay? Because sometimes y'all don't be believing it. And that's usually because you're not being consistent with it. You're not tracking it. You're not comparing and contrasting. Okay? So track it. Take your picture today. And then, what's today? Monday. Next Monday, take another picture and compare that shit. Okay? Just to see how effective it is and how powerful you are when you tap into your magic. Okay? Can you do glamour magic with food and drinks too? Absolutely. You can speak into anything that is energy. Anything that possesses energy, anything that has energy, speak to it. Your food, your breakfast, your eggs, your pancakes, your waffles, your burger, your salmon, your tuna fish. Speak to it all. Okay? Hello, my love. The clothes you put on, the shoes you put on, the makeup you put on, the purse that you wear, the wallet that you carry, everything. The gloves you put on your hands, if you gotta wear gloves for whatever, it don't matter. Okay? Tap into it. Tap all the way into it. Can you tell us about the pink flower moon? I'm gonna be honest, I have no information or knowledge on this moon. I have not studied this moon. I wasn't necessarily led to study this particular moon. Not saying that you shouldn't. I just haven't, so I don't really have anything to give y'all other than the reading that we just did. That's what Spirit gave me for this full moon. I honestly forgot that it was full moon today. I really did. But Spirit definitely guided me to get on live today to do a reading. So whatever y'all supposed to get from me in regards to this moon, we just went through it. If you missed it, I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube. It'll premiere tomorrow rising around like 7:30, 8. So you can go back and watch it and see if it confirms whatever you have been feeling or picking up in regards to this full moon. Alright? Alright, my lovelies. Light and love to everybody. Again, hopefully y'all got something from this. We'll be back on here tomorrow. If you missed it, no worries. It'll be uploaded, I promise. I might just go ahead and upload it tonight. We'll see. No, I'm gonna wait. Yeah. I'm gonna wait because it's gonna take me some time to do all that. I'm not trying to rush myself. So it'll be uploaded by the time you wake up tomorrow, for sure. And then you can go back and watch it and take from it whatever you feel. Okay? Again, if you're interested in any of the specials, let me know. They are not available on my website, so you will have to contact me directly I'm currently redoing my website. There's some things I wanted to tweak, so I'm doing that. So I don't know how long that's gonna take, because the Gemini and me, you know, just go with the flow. So yeah, any services that you do want to book, you'll have to contact me directly for those. All right. Light and love to everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. Be good, be safe, and take heed to these messages. All right. Peace.